ببین نوشتم دیگه ولی میخوام الان دوباره بخونم.
خب الان ببین سوالی که یه کاغذ آ4 سفید دفتر چیزی بذار جلو من. بدم بهت آ4 اگه نداری. ببین تاپیک 1 گفته الکترونیک استراکچر آف اتم. بعد پدرشی سریعا میگه could you please give me the electron configuration of aluminium 13. آره aluminium 13.
آها
13. آفرین. 2p 3s 3s2 3p 1. Could you please tell me according to which rule do you write in this order? Could you please write for me the box with electron also?
بعد مهمه که بالا پایین بزن یا توی
ببین اینجوری باید بکنم. نه صاف زیر همین یه دونه، زیر این یه دونه، زیر این سه تا، یه دونه سه تا میذاری. بعد حالا اینا که همه پر میشه اینا این اصل مطلب منتهشه.
اینجوری هم که اینجوری.
آفرین.
یا پایین باشه فرق نمیکنه.
اولیش باید بالا باشه، دومیش باید پایین بره. Could you please tell me could you please fill for me 2p6 also? 2p6 پر کن. اشتباه. اینا اینجوری کردی فیل. First single by single then you should pair them. It means according to which rule? هوند. قانون هوند بر اساس هندونه تک تک برمی‌داریم بعد پر می‌کنیم. خب الان پس قانون آف بار می‌دیم. According to which rule you put the spin opposite of each other? اصل تورد پاولی یا پاولی exclusion principle. پاولی exclusion principle. About the periodic table. Could you please draw for me one periodic table? اینجوری بکشی دکو. اینجوری میکشی. بعد میگی که حالا what is the name of this block?
Alkaline.
This is block. S block, D block, P block, F block. The first group name is alkali metal, alkali earth metal, earth metal, carbon group, nitrogen group, oxygen group, halogen and noble gas. What is the name of the special group here on the last of the D block? No, all of them are transition metal for sure. What is the name of this special box? Is precious metal. Precious metal. What does it mean precious metal? For example, gold, mercury, and it means they don't react with anyone. اونا مغرورن. Okay, they are precious metal. Could you please tell me the first element of the F block?
They don't react with چی؟
With anything. They don't react with anything. For example,
مرکوری خب مثلا با او میده.
Very rarely. Okay, very rarely. They have a very positive epsilon. این تو جدول نیروی محرک الکترومغناطیسی they have a very positive epsilon بالای بالا.
خب بعد بگی چرا ریاکت نمیدن ممکنه بگه چرا؟
Because they have a high epsilon. They have a high epsilon. Now what is the epsilon? Electromotive force. الکتروموتیو فورس نیروی محرک الکتروموتوری.
خب همین چیه خودش؟
آها خب الکتروشیمی بلد نیستی ها؟ الکترولایزیس بلدی؟
آره که با آب
یه جدول هست تو الکترولایزیس. بعد اپسیلون اسمش صفر مال استاندارد هیدروژن الکتروده که صورت فرضی صفر فرض شده. بعد بقیه نسبت به هیدروژن یا مثبتن یا منفیان. بعد همیشه پایینی آنوده بالایی میشه کاتود. حالا وقتی اون بالای بالاست فقط در صورتی میشه آیوی مثبت یا مثلا میشه آجی مثبت که یکی از بالا باش واکنش بده چون کسی از بالا نیست در نتیجه که با کسی واکنش نمیده که کاهیده بشه ولی خودش دهن همه پایینی رو سرویس میکنه. قبوله؟ خب what is the first element of lanthan? Of the F block, first is lanthan, lanthanide, and actinide. Lanthanide, actinide. Basic structure of atom. About the atomic number. What do you know about the atomic number?
The number of protons in the nucleus of a neutron atom.
Okay, how can you indicate the atomic number? You indicate it by Z or by A?
By Z.
By Z. The mass of the atom or the molar mass is a number
of protons and neutrons.
You can indicate it by which alphabet? A. Could you please write for me the aluminium 1329? How do you write it? Aluminium 1329. you should write the aluminum Al, 13 here below, and the 29 above. This is a mass number, that's the atomic number. What is the definition of isotope?
The same atomic
number,
but different
mass number. Could you please give me an example for that?
For example, carbon.
Okay, which carbon?
No,
not just the carbon. For example, the carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14, and hydrogen, deuterium, tritium. And a lot of other examples. For example, nitrogen 14, nitrogen 15, nitrogen 17. Yeah? Uranium 238, uranium 236. Iodine 130, 131, 132. Could you please give me what is the therapeutic indication of iodine isotope? Iodine isotope is used in medicine for what? To destroy the thyroid gland. تو لکچرها گفته بنویس. iodine isotope یعنی 135ش پایین نه بالا 135. ببین با خودکار یه رنگ دیگه بنویس، قرمز همچین جالب نیست. خب iodine 135 is used to destroy cancer tissue in thyroid gland. وقتی که تایروید گلند زیاد شده میان یاد ایزوتوپ میزنه خرابش میکنه. گلند. Electronic structure of atom, quantum number, atomic orbital. Okay, could you please tell me how many quantum number do we have?
4 quantum numbers.
Yeah, actually they are 5. Just we know them 4 of them, okay? The first of them is?
Principal quantum number, angular momentum quantum number, magnetic
quantum number, and spin quantum.
quantum.
How can you show the principal quantum number? By which letter?
N.
N. Is indicate what?
The
number
energy
of
level of the
energy level, the number of the layer. Yeah. It starts by which number?
With 1. It's
with
integer
1.
numbers.
Perfect. Could you please tell me what is the L? It's indicate what?
L, angular momentum number.
Yeah.
It's from 0 to n minus 1.
Perfect. And it's indicate what?
The subshells of each layer.
Yeah. What does it mean subshell? It means orbital. It means the L0 is which orbital?
Is S orbital.
L1 is
P. 2 is D. And 3 is F.
F, and the 4 is G, orbital G. Okay. What is the ML?
Is magnetic quantum number.
Okay. What is the formula of ML?
It's from minus L to plus L. And indicates the orientation of spin.
Okay, for example, if your L is 3, your ML is how many?
From minus
3, minus 2,
minus 1,
0, 1, 2, 3. How many numbers? 6. It means you have a 6 orientation. Okay. What do you think about the orbital D? How many orbital D do you have?
5 orbitals.
It means they have 5 orientation. Yeah. Orbital P you have 3. Okay, you have a 3 orientation. Okay, what do you know about the MS, magnetic spin quantum number? They are, the value is
minus
plus half, minus half. Plus half, minus half. The electronic structure of atom quantum number, the atomic orbital non-unit, Pauli exclusion principle, building up principle, and Hund's rule. That's okay. The periodic, topic 2. No, that's enough. That's more than enough. The periodic system and the periodic properties, the periodic table of elements. Okay, what do you know about the periodic table of elements?
We have 7 rows or...
in this case, you should speak about the atomic size, about the electronegativity, about the ionization
the properties of the periodic table.
Okay, electronegativity is from this side, from left to right is?
It will increase
and from top to bottom decrease. For example, the cesium is the most electropositive and the fluorine is most electronegative. How about the atomic size, atomic radius?
From left to right will decrease. From top to bottom it will increase.
Why is increase from the top to bottom?
Because from left to right we have the
same number of
layers, but
the number of electron increases. But from top to bottom, the number of electron and layer both increase.
Chapter.
You can write it from left to right. From left to right, we have a same number of layer, but just the electron number increase. Therefore, atomic radius AR decrease. From top to bottom, the number of layer and electron both increase. From top to bottom, the number of layers and electron both increase. Okay?
Layer and
electron both increase. Therefore, atomic radius increase. What else do you know about the periodic properties of the elements? For example, if they are repeated by the last electron configuration of P1, it means all of them are in group 3. If all of them has a P6, it means all of them are noble gas. If all of them has S1, all of them are alkali metal. It means the last electron configuration indicate what is your most common and favorite characteristic.
Electron.
My characteristic is this group S1 should be metal, or for example, all of them should be precious metal, or all of them should be non-metal. Now it's written here about the orbital diagram of atom. What do you know about the orbital diagram of atom?
You mean this structure? Summarize of electron configuration?
No. Orbital diagram of atom. Actually, you should speak now about the different orbital. What is the shape of orbital S? That's spherical. Orbital P is dumbbell shape. Orbital D is butterfly. And orbital F, actually we don't know. That's so much complicated. S is spherical. D is what does it mean butterfly? Parwane. No, it's written here the periodic properties size of the atom.
orbital diagram.
شکل اوربیتالا رو گفتیم دیگه.
شکلشونه.
آره بعد ببین این تاپیک و این تاپیک هر کدومت بخوره همشو با هم میپرسه. اصلا شک نکن.
هر دوشون.
Size of atom we speak. What is the definition of phase ionization energy?
The energy we need to remove the electron from the outermost layer of the atom. Of neutral atom in gas phase.
In gas phase. From how much molecule?
From 1 mole.
From 1 mole. In which state? Gaseous state. It should be ion or neutral atom?
It should be neutral.
Neutral atom. The neutral atom, gaseous state, 1 mole, and to remove the electron, and this is the energy we need to remove electron. These are the very necessary part of the sentence. What do you know? Okay, phase ionization energy is decrease from left to right, or it decrease?
It will increase.
It means the energy we need to remove the electron from chlorine is much more than sodium, because the sodium wants to lose it very easily. What do you know about the electron affinity? What is the definition of that?
It's the energy we need to put an electron.
To add electron, to add electron
to the neutral atom.
In gaseous state, to 1 mole of that. Okay, it's increase or decrease in one period.
From left to
right,
it will decrease.
It increase or decrease? It decrease. Because the chlorine should like to be chloride, but the sodium not.
To get the electron.
Perfect. What is the definition of electronegativity?
Electron.
The ability of electron to attract
electrons
in the covalent bond.
To pair the
you see
to bonded
actually you can say the pair electron toward itself, but always the pair electron
in a covalent bond.
In a covalent bond. You see, the exact sentence is this: the affinity the ability or affinity to attract electron toward itself in a covalent bond. Okay, topic number 3, chemical bond. First of all, how many different bonds do you know?
We have two groups,
Yeah.
intermolecular and intramolecular.
It means they are primary and secondary. Okay, what is the example of primary bond? Intramolecular bond.
Ionic bond.
Yeah, this is between?
Ionic bond between cations and anions.
No, between cation and anion. Cation, anion رفت ایران تو قوطی. Okay, cation and anion. It means between metal and non-metal. Okay. Okay, and the covalent bond is between
Covalent bond between two
non-metal. For example,
they
hydrogen
can be
chloride
polar or non-polar.
The covalent bond is be classified also to be polar or non-polar. Now could you please tell me what is the meaning of polar bond?
The electron pairs between
The difference in electronegativity.
Yeah.
The difference.
One of the atoms attract the electrons bonded between two atoms spend more time around one atom than the other.
Could you please tell me the difference in electronegativity should be how much that the bond will be polar?
It should be between less than 2.1 and more than 0.7.
Yes, exactly. Now this is the polar, and more than 2 is ionic, and less than 1.6 is non-polar. The chlorine is a polar bond. No, because they are same.
They are the same.
But HCl they are not same. For sure they will be a polar. Now, could you please tell me the third primary bond? That it's not written here, but you should know it. The third primary bond is metallic bond. This is between the metal. For example, iron, copper, gold, silver. A lot of examples we have it. Now, okay, what do you know about the secondary bonds? Could you please classify them?
Hydrogen bond.
Yeah, first of all, hydrogen. What is the definition of hydrogen bond?
The attraction, a hydrogen bond the two most electronegative atoms like.
Just one sentence. That's the interaction between hydrogen and highest electronegative atoms such as phone, fluorine, oxygen, nitrogen. The interaction of hydrogen of one molecule to the phone of the other molecule. Could you please tell me the next secondary bond?
Van der Waals, that is
actually the van der Waals is a synonym with secondary. Sometimes in such book they use van der Waals as a synonym with London. But the most important synonym of London is dispersion force. You can say in my mind that you can say the secondary bond is van der Waals bond. Van der Waals is classified to hydrogen bond, London, and dipole. Hydrogen bond, London or dispersion, and
introduce and dispersion.
DISPERSION. SION. Or dipole. Could you please tell me the London bond is between what?
It's a temporary attraction when diagonal.
It's between two apolar molecules. Write it. Between two apolar molecules. For example, between two chlorine. Between BW, two apolar molecule. For example, you see the chlorine, the color with color is apolar. Covalent apolar. This is also color apolar. The bond between them is London. This is so weakest bond. The dipole is between two polar bond. For example, between HCl and HCl. Now, could you please tell me among the secondary bond who is stronger and how much? How much? 10 kilojoule per mole. You should know the number. 10 kilojoule per mole. How much is a London?
In solid
10 kilojoule per mole is the strength of that bond. Strength of bond. The London is how much? About 1 kilojoule per mole. با یه رنگ دیگه بنویس که اینا تو کون هم دیگه ننویسه. خب 1 kilojoule per mole. And the dipole is about 3 kilojoule per mole. It means the weakest is London and the highest among the secondary bond is hydrogen bond. Could you please tell me how much is the energy of a covalent bond? Write it. Covalent bond is 100 kilojoule per mole. 1000 100 to 1000 از 100 تا 1000 متغیره. 100 to 1000 kilojoule per mole. How much is a metallic bond? 200 to 300 kilojoule per mole. کشتی منه. بیا به خود کار بدم. خانم قیرتی. خب آیونیک باندی؟
من آبی هستم.
خب تو اولش آبی بنویس؟
نمی‌نویسم.
آخه نمی‌نویسه. بیا خود کار. اینقدر اینجا خود کار داریم ما. ببین. گواه میگیریم. اینم خودکار قرمز. And the ionic bond is 50 kilojoule per mole. Ionic is 50. But all of this number is approximate, is estimation. To just compare the strengths of them and indicate that, okay, the covalent one is the most strongest one. Now it's written here the valence bond theory and molecular orbital theory. What should you know about that? Actually, they are very difficult to express them. But
یکیشون رو ننوشتم. از اینترنت مولکولار رو ننوشتم ولی
Okay, do you know this one that you write it here? And the exact number of this one is minus 476 kilojoule per mole. No, volt. That's a potential. Here, we have two hydrogen radical that would like to attract each other and make a bond. When they make a bond, because of the very low energy level, that's so stable. Very low energy, the issue is stable. Then the hydrogen gain hydrogen, gain energy, and produce two hydrogen atom. In this case, they are high energy, they are not stable, and they would like to react together again. Now, the question of Professor Pereshi is why this graph is not symmetrical? Why this graph is not like this? You get it? Why this is asymmetry? Why? Here we have a repulsion, here we have an attraction. Repulsion, it means they دفع میکنن هم دیگه رو, and here we have an attraction or vice versa. Just you can say attraction and repulsion. یعنی چی؟ یعنی دفع میکنن هم دیگه رو؟
چرا اندازه نیستن این دفع؟
نیستن دیگه. یعنی مثلا وقتی دارن هم دیگه دفع میکنن به این مقداری خودم مفهومش رو واقعا نمیگیرم. حفظ میکنیم. خب چرا asymmetry and because of the repulsion and attraction. اصلا احتیاج نیست بکشی براش. یک کلمه. Because of the difference in repulsion and attraction. واقعا چرا؟ سوال خیلی قشنگه. چون در موردش تحقیق کنیم. خب ولی ما حفظش میکنیم. Now you write here very nice bonding pair. Ion and non-bonding, lone and non-bonding pair, bonding lengths, bond energy, you know them. What should you know about the molecular orbital theory?
اینو پرینت گرفتم از اینترنت و هنوز نخوندم چون تازه گرفتم. ببین به درد می‌خوره همین
Do you know what does it mean bonding orbital and non-bonding orbital?
Bonding.
You should have such a graph.
Molecular orbital. Valence bond theory.
از اینترنت مطلب در مورد عزیزم. روی خانم دکتر موفق میشی. باور هرچی بیشتر تحقیق کنی بیشتر موفق میشی. همینجاست. این به درد نمیخوره. اینو باید درش بکشی. این ببین داستانش.
بعد من اینو اصلا نفهمیدم.
این خیلی مهم.
آره. بعد یک چیز دیگه یادمونه هیبریدیزیشن که اوربیتالا رو جابجا می‌کنه الکترون تو اونم نمیدونم.
دست درد نکن. حالا میگیم بعد. خب میدونی که یه ساعت بیشتر وقت نداریم. خب
شوخی می‌کنی.
این کتاب 3800 تا تست منه. میگه من دوشنبه 5 سال امتحان دارم. به خودم یه آدم بدبختی ام الان جلوتون نشستم. قدم دپرشن دارم. روزی 2-3 ساعت فقط نشستم گریه می‌کنم. First of all, I would like to ask you what is the sigma bond? Sigma bond is a horizontal overlapping of two pi orbital or pi orbital with sigma bond or sigma orbital or two sigma. Not the sigma, two s orbital, s and p, p and p. Now all of them are a sigma, sigma, sigma. When you have a sigma bond here, it means two electrons are here. P, P, S, P, S, S. All of them are sigma. All of them are horizontal overlapping. ببخشید دست خط من سر همیه. Horizontal overlapping میشه تعریف sigma bond. When there are sigma interaction, here is a no electron. This part of the orbital will be jealous and said, why do you have electron? I don't have. I would like to fuck you and break the bond. That's very important. I would like to break the bond. It means always when we want to break the bond, we should have such a work on a non-bonding part of the orbital. Non-bonding, bonding. Here we have a bonding electron. Here we don't have a bonding. Here is a sigma one. Here is a sigma star. Sigma. Here is a sigma star. Sigma, sigma star. That's repeat and same story about the pi bond. Here we have one sigma, another sigma. The perpendicular pi make an interaction and pi bond develop here. Again, here we have an electron. Here we don't have. This is a pi star. Here is a sigma. Here is a sigma star. Always the bonding part of the molecule is low energy and that's more stable. Lower energy, more stability. Okay, but here has a higher energy and lower stability. If you have a high energy, you are not here, you are in the disco.
It's a star.
Yeah, that's a sigma star. That's same story with pi. Okay, the pi bond will be here, for example, and the pi star is here. It wants to show you again, and you can also read.
In all bonds we have p star and sigma star.
No, in the bonding is a sigma pi. In the non-bonding, the star is add. In the non-bonding, here.
What فرق sigma و p چیه؟
Sigma is a horizontal overlapping, pi is a perpendicular overlapping. pi باند دوگانه و سه‌گانه است. الان سه‌گانه میتونم اینجا اد کنم.
p دوگانه با سه‌گانه، sigma یگانه.
دوگانه یا سه‌گانه, double or triple bond, but the sigma is a single bond. And here is a non-bonding electron pair. Here is a bonding electron pair.
اوکی، پس اونایی که نان باندینگن استار میگن. استیبل نیستن. پس توی هر باندی هم استارش رو داریم هم بدون استار.
همیشه جفتش هست. This is about the sigma bond. What else should we know about the molecular theory? Is explain for you the hydrogen make a bond. It's a sigma bond. Don't make a bond. Repulse from each other. دفع میشن از هم. It's a sigma star or anti-bonding. I don't know. Nobody knows because they just don't like each other, like a one man and woman. For example, I don't like anybody. Why? There is no any reason. Why? Because nobody love me. Okay, how can I share my love? جدی میگم به خدا هیچ کی منو دوست نداره. همتونم فقط موقع امتحانا یادم میکنه. اینقدر همیشه تنها.
واقعا خدا درس داریم چه سرش.
خب من همیشه درس میخونم دیگه. بچه‌ام که میان همینجوری مثل خودم میگن یه ساعت دو ساعت یا مثلا مهسا هیچ کی مریض بودم زنگ نزد دیگه مهسا. یکی بچه‌ها زنگ زد گفت مهسا دلم میخواد برات سوپ درست کنم ولی بلد نیستم. بخدا اینا دیگه اصلا مهم نیست. نه خیلی سخته.
چی سخته پس؟
اصلا مهم نیست. اصلا اونم مهم. You should know this formula to determine the bind order. What does it mean? The A and B are two constant number. Okay. For example, I would like to make a reaction, make a covalent bond between iron and lanthan. I don't have any idea how many bonds they should have. I should determine the bond order by this formula. And پیشگویی چی میشد؟ predict, okay, I should have this many bonds, okay, I should prepare this amount of intermediate and this amount of substrate to can make it. ولی تو فقط کافی بدونی فرمولش چیه کافی.
A و B چیه؟
تو constant number. هر چی نمیدونستی تو from pharmacopoeia. from pharmacopoeia.
از اون کتاب خوشش نمیاد فارماکوپئا.
همیشه این کلمه فارماکوپئا رو بنداز وسط. خب فارماکوپئا.
من خیلی خوندم.
حالا what should we know about the valence bond theory? Here. What does it mean valence? What does it mean valence? The outermost shell layer. What is the characteristic of valence? Valence means outermost shell layer. آخرین لایه خارجی. Outermost shell layer. What is the characteristic of valence? When the single electron is in the outermost shell layer and just the valence the bond could make a bond. Valence layer can make a bond. لایه آخر باند ایجاد میکنه دیگه. بنویس valence layer, valence electron layer, electron های لایه valence electron layer could precipitate and create a bond. بعد همین دیگه. براش چی بگیم؟ میای همین مثال هیدروژن رو اینجا میزنی، واسه اینم واسه ولنسه. میبینی اونجا هم نوشتی خودت ولنس باند تئوری. مثال خیلی مهمیه. ببخشید.
برای ولنس.
آره. حالا بعد این چیه؟ ببین این لایه 2 مگه نیست؟ مگه 2 لایه خارجی نیست؟ خب این میشه ولنس. بعد این میشه 1s. حالا
این اصلا چیه؟ این چیکارش کرده؟
الان این کدوم اتم کربونه؟ Carbon has a 2s2, 2p2. In this case, it has a 2 lone electron and it can make 2 bond. But you know, the maximum bond of the carbon is 4. CH4, ethane, methane, propan. The maximum bond of the carbon is 4. It means we should have a 4 lone electron pair. Oh, I don't have it. I just have 2. What can I do? I should do hybridization. Hybridization, it means excitation from the lower orbital to the upper orbital. بنویس اینجا نه قشنگ بنویس hybridization means excitation of lower orbital in a valence shell to upper orbital on the same shell.
Valence shell to the
upper orbital on the same shell. مثلا 1s نمیتونه هیبرید بشه بیاد تو 2p. 2s میتونه بیاد تو 2p.
آره این نمیتونه بره.
Why? Because it is so deep. This is deep. But these are all of them are valence. When it's hybridized, now I have a 4 lone electron pair. When you have a 4 lone electron, now my carbon atom can create a 4 bond. In this case, you use 1s and 3p. It means your hybridization is sp3. Again, you use 1s, this one, and you have a 3 orbital p. It means your hybridization is sp3. When your hybridization is sp3, it means 1 plus 3 you have a 4 covalent bond. 1 plus 3 is 4 covalent or sigma bond. This is the type of this covalent is sigma. That's not a pi bond. That's a sigma bond. Always, that's a rule. Now I would like to say you my carbon atom has a hybridization sp3 in an alkane and has a hybridization sp2 and sp1 also. sp2 is in alkene, this is in alkyne. Alkane is single bond, alkene or alkane FRC double bond, or alkyne has a triple bond.
Alcohol?
No, they are the organic compound. Ethane, ethyne.
فرمولشون چی بود؟
اصلا مهم نیست. general formula you need CnH2n plus 2 CnH2n and Cn میشه اینا نگه هاش H پریشه حساسه. خب H ریویو کن پرکتیس کن H no in this case 1 plus 3 4 sigma 1 plus 2 3 sigma, 1 plus 1, 2 sigma. But you know the maximum bond of carbon everywhere. Organic چی؟
میگم organic.
The maximum number of bond in carbon is 4, 4, 4. Oh, I have a maximum 4, but I just have a 2 bond. You should say 4 minus 2 is 2 pi bond. When you have a triple bond, the first of them is sigma. This is a sigma. The other two is pi pi. When you have a double bond, the first one is sigma, then you have a pi. And here is a sigma bond. What about that one? 4 minus 3? 1 pi bond. See, just you have 1 pi bond. You have a 2 sigma. Oh, مثلا ببین این 4 منهای این میکنه. اینا منهای این میکنه میشه این.
از کجا؟
این یک رو به علاوه 3 کردم. یک رو به علاوه 2 کردم. یک رو به علاوه 1 کردم.
از کجا آوردیم؟
1 به علاوه 3 میشه 4. 1 به علاوه 2 میشه 3. 1 به علاوه 1 میشه 2. 4 منهای 2 میشه 2. 2 تا پای بان. 2 تا سیگما دارم 2 تا پای دارم. Oh, could you please? No, you can show me the 2 pi. Where is the 2 sigma? Oh, Masa, we have just 1 sigma here. When you draw the ethine, for example, ethine is like this, yeah? The first, this is a sigma, this is pi, pi, and this one is also sigma. You have 2 sigma around this carbon and 2 pi. You have 2 sigma around this carbon and you have 2 pi around this carbon, around that carbon.
این دوتا پیه، این سه تا سیگما.
ببین باند یگانه میشه سیگما. دوگانه و سگانه میشه پای. خب حالا این کربن 4 تا باند میده ماکسیموم. ولی یکی از این بانداش سگانه است. اولین باندش سیگماه. اون باندی هم که با هیدروژن میده سیگماه چون یگانه است. اما تو این تریپل باند 2 تاش پای بانده. وقتی ماکسیموم 4 منهای 2 کنم میشه 2 تا پای باند. حالا در مورد اون یکی مثلا اتین نگاه کن. اتینو H2 کربن با یه هیدروژن یه سیگما، با اون هیدروژن دومین سیگما، با این کربن اینجا سومین سیگما. 3 تا سیگما میده یه پای. ببین اینجوری بیا اینجا خوبه اینطوری. حالا بذار سیگما این یه دونه سیگما یه پای.
سیگما پایین.
آره فرق نمیکنه، یکیش سیگما یکیش پای. خب حالا 3 تا سیگما یه پای، 3 تا سیگما 4 منهای 3 کردم یه پای. When you have attained the saturated one, all of them are sigma. You don't have any pi. In this case, because of that, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. 0 pi. All of them are sigma. 4 sigma. All of them are sigma. 4 sigma and 0 pi. As you remember, but you don't remember, it was a question on the midterm. You should know it. The difference in hybridization of organic compounds. Just the important notification that Peria she like to ask it a lot. This is the hybridization. No. Go to the next topic. من زنگ بزنم به این پسره بگم یکم دیرتر بیاد.